This week, the world celebrates Global Media and Information Literacy Week, a UNESCO initiative challenging us to think critically and communicate responsibly in a digital age. This year's theme, Minds Over AI, hits close to home as artificial intelligence redefines how we create and consume information. Joining us now, Dr. Monique Toppin, head of the School of Journalism of Journalism and Communications at the University of the Bahamas, to share how we can stay smart, ethical, and in control in the age of algorithms. Welcome to What's Trending, Dr. Toppin.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me here with us today. So, Dr. Toppin, as you mentioned earlier, this year's theme is Minds Over AI. It's such a powerful one. What does that mean to you in the context of media and information literacy?
Well, I think that we have to focus on the humanity, okay? The fact that technology cannot exist without humanity. And in terms of media literacy, persons being able to apply that technology and understand that technology in order to better inform and educate.
It makes a lot of sense. So from our news feeds to entertainment, AI is influencing what we see and even how we think. So how can we as users stay aware of that influence?
I think one of the major areas in media is media effects, the impact that media has on us. And as we look at AI, and it's throughout history, there's always been this media effects debate. From film, you know, there was this concern that, okay, persons are going to be ruined by film, their censorship came in. And so when we look at AI, I think we need to consider the same thing, that, you know, again, it is something to be used. It is not something to be so fearful about, because it really can only get so far without human intervention. It cannot really exist without human intervention. And so I think that's one of the major things, considering the influence.
That's important. And for those hearing the term for the first time, what exactly is media and information literacy, and how does it help people navigate in today's digital world?
Okay, when we consider literacy, the traditional type of literacy, just being able to read and write, we just apply that to the media, being able to read, to understand the media.
Now, you instruct media at UB, which is important. So how can educators prepare students to engage responsibly with AI tools? Because I know that's been an ongoing debate as well, while still thinking critically and creatively.
All right. Again, we keep going back to the tool. It is just a tool. And I think we kind of forget it's AI. It's artificial intelligence. Yes, there is a lot that we can gain, we can access and use the AI. But in certain areas, we don't want to allow students to become so dependent on it, because they need to be creative, and also they need to be able to be responsible in what they access. And then a lot of information is not necessarily truthful. You know, we have to be concerned about the source, the credibility of this information that is being accessed. And so I know within UB, particularly in well, in all of the disciplines, but originality, creativity, and being responsible, how you use it. I think about, for example, Wikipedia. When it first came in, a lot of people would go to Wikipedia, but it was not a source that we would allow any of our students to use as a credible source, because persons can add to that information, and it's hard to really track down and be to
say if it's a trusted source.
Exactly.
I can go in and put up my page.
Exactly. Anybody can put. And
yes.
So we have to be very, very rigorous in terms of just reliable sources.
Dr. Toppin, thank you so much for joining us today and talking about this very timely issue. Global Media and Information Literacy Week reminds us that AI is about keeping humans in charge of the headlines. After all, AI can process information, but only we can think. So thank you again so much for joining us today.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Up next, a veteran journalist on how AI is rewriting the newsroom and changing the way stories are told. Stay tuned, that and more after the break. What's trending in business? Who's making major money moves? And how's it shaping your future? This is Economics, your front row seat to the biggest stories in business, innovation, and finance. Powered by the Sand Dollar, the digital currency of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's fast, secure, Bahamian. We're breaking down the numbers, the news, and what it means to you. Tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the trends, the insights, and the stories that matter. Get informed, get inspired, get in the mix with Economics.